is the screen blink? Come on. Oh, there we are. That took a while. Anyway, let's go through a couple songs, get into the groove, and let's chat, y'all.
There's no way out. No way out. There's no way out into the planetary deadlock. When the stormy, gotta tell ya, it's the stormy.
Well. What up, Sergio? Man, dang, dude. That sucks you're going through that. That's rough, too. That is rough, too. I am just gonna get the auto DJ set up. And it plays the exact same song I was playing. Okay. I'll do that. Turn this down, fix some levels, and all the air noises, the noises in the garage. It's hot. There's fans blowing on me, so please bear with. Oh, come on. Check 1, check 2, maybe. Turn this down. There we go. Basic level set. Some basic level set on the EQ, so my voice can kind of blend, be over it more. Second. All right. Where'd my chat go? There we are. Oh man, you doing any flying, Sergio? I haven't been able to get out and fly. Pain's been taking a toll and keeping me down. And I've been reaching out to the VA out here. Oh my gosh, almost 2 years struggling. Yes, I'm doing okay though. Other than that, but that's kind of what motivated me, at least earlier, when the emotions were stronger, to do a live stream. And then when I scooted on the e-scooter to the store, I was thinking, let me do the stream from the scooter. And I tried my Bluetooth earpiece headsets or whatever with the helmet, and still picked up the mic from the phone, not from the Bluetooth. Okay, so I find some settings. It says it will use my Bluetooth microphone. Cool. Still not using the Bluetooth. I'm like, So I didn't scoot around live on my Android, because it was too much wind noise off the mic on the camera itself. So here we are in the hot, steamy, sultry, hot garage. It's almost 100. I got a little swamp cooler blowing some cool air my way, so it's not crazy uncomfortable, but it is. And it's just frustrating. I've just been reaching out to the VA, trying to get some type of comfort. I've gone from low levels of pain to very severe and extreme levels of chronic pain and immobilizing, debilitating, and they don't get it. They don't get it over there, and that is when they get you. If you get an appointment with them, it's not you're sitting there talking to someone that's really concerned. It's rush. If you don't have an answer that's 1 or 2 words, they just cut you off. They don't want to hear the rest of what you got to say. And then if they think and make their assumptions about certain things, they'll call you a liar and keep calling you a liar to a point that you're so, I don't know, I'm not being a pussy about it, but emotionally, sitting there already in misery from pain. The pain causes so much stress and anxiety, which cycles into depression sometimes. But I don't stay locked in that. That don't lock me down. I ain't saying I don't feel stuff, but it don't lock me. But it's this last visit with my doctor was the 6-month checkup. You know, they only see you once every 6 months, you know, and so trying to let her know how bad life has been because of pain. And then it was really already hard to be in the clinic with her at this time, because she would already come at me confrontational and was already not letting me talk. And I already had the previous incidents with her 6 months ago. Same thing. And I ended up just walking out with no help, no health care. And when I reached out to the patient advocates previously, they encouraged me to stay with this doctor and give it another try. And I was. I went in that clinic hopeful that she was gonna let go whatever was wrong with her last time, because she was angry. She was angry because I threw her in on her that day or something as an appointment. She didn't know nothing. She didn't have time to deal with it, and she was just all coming at me mad about everything. And I'm sitting there like, and I ended up not getting care because every time I tried to conversate with her, I had an angry person at me. So when I reached out to paid advocates looking for help, they dodged around, avoided me for a little bit, did some little stuff behind my back, not telling me, just going to the doctor, hey, you're not taking care of this guy. Instead of calling me back, letting us have a conversation because there was more concerns. And it took me a while to get them to come back and talk to me that time. Alright. So, I go hoping that this doctor was going to be a caring person, actually gave a shit, and was ready to give the care that I needed. I mean, this is the same doctor who I had to fight for 8 months to get a B12 injection, which I need for the rest of my life. When I don't have it, it's misery of hell. It increases the pain too. And then the stuff with your mind, you feel slow. You feel like, when, like in this hobby, man, you're juggling so much information, Well, in those moments when the B12 is freaking low, it's hard for me to juggle everything. And I fought for 8 months to get that back, and I had to get through the VA patient advocates to get that to happen. Arguing back and forth with the doctor through email. I didn't argue, but she just kept saying I didn't need it. My lab was okay last time. I'm like, no kidding. I had a B12 injection 2 weeks previously. Oh. So, she didn't look at my records. She didn't look in my records to find out what's going on. Nothing. She came at me the first time like, I'm new. She's gonna be the super saver maybe, and provide me with all this care. She was offering all these things. This is wrong with you. This is wrong with you. We'll check this. We'll check that. We'll check that. I'm like, no, come on. We're not doing that again. We already know. Look at the records. Well, I don't know anything about what's going on your record. I have to log into another system. Okay? It's not hard. But yet, this next visit, oblivious about things. And then that point where she was calling me a liar. Alright, I need this vitamin D, Now, I'm not getting it. I'm not absorbing it in my food or whatever. And I'm not active anymore, VA of New Mexico, because of the lack of care. Because of the pain, it's keeping me down. Like, literally. It's not here. The pain, in my experience, is actually in this body, VA. Nerve damage up and down the spine. Not counting all the nerve ends, random nerve ends, damage from the exposures that I was in while in the Army. Y'all know. It's in my records. What's happening? Come on. That's all. Why do I come to you for help? I'm only doing it because it fucking sucks. And I'm paralyzed in pain, and too much of my time and my life is taken away from me. And it's only because of what you guys have been doing and lack of what you're doing and the runaround. I can't even get the patient advocates to help. Oh, okay, anyway. When she was calling me a liar about not taking this vitamin D because my lab results just says I'm low. Okay. What am I supposed to do? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to try to take care and get up in my health, to get back on my feet better, to get back into my life. FPV, I'm not in it as much anymore. Y'all seen this? If anybody has seen anything about 8-bit and Scourge, I'm not on all of people's streams anymore being invited. When I went down, that took me out, and I've been crawling trying to get back up. But every time I get a little grasp and get something going, I'm back down because of something I'm dealing with over here with this VA. And I'm just frustrated. And this emotion in my voice is that frustration. It's not anger directed at one person. Unless you're the one causing all these delays, then I'm sorry you feel bad because my emotions make you hurt. So, yes, emotion. Not in anger, in a way of anger or rage. I'm just hurt. I'm tired. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of struggling with the VA. And if I'm going through it, how many other veterans here in this state, the early 90s, they were the same way at things. Whenever I started experiencing the first side effects, I don't know, of what I was exposed to. So, this VA here has never changed. They do not truly care about the patients. In their notes, they make up stories. They make up lies. They gaslight you on the phone, in your face. So, I think I have a right now. I've been patient, going through the process as this VA advocate had to keep repeating. Man, this dude was like a woodpecker with his repeating. Oh. And I went through the process. But each time I took a step with the process, instead of moving forward with something, the process either left me sitting still, going nowhere, or actually set me back quite a bit. So the process is broken here, VA of New Mexico. I finally got fed up with the process and having to argue with people and not wanting. I never even called these people with the intent of arguing people. I'm begging them to help. That's where they're getting me. Where I get so emotional and I'm just begging them to stop. Just stop and help and do something. The process is not going anywhere. So the congressman, I sent them some information and just waiting for their call. If they give a shit. I mean, they are the congressman of New Mexico. They are aware of what is happening with this VA or any of the VAs in this state. And if you're not aware, then you shouldn't be a congressman of this state. But they know now something. If they don't call me, it's all the same. But I'm trying. I'm tired of not living. I get little moments. Not every day. And a moment in a day could be just a half hour. And I force it. And then I suffer. Just so I can have a little experience of a normal life. I can't walk around and hike, enjoy nature, go out shopping, and have it be not a miserable experience. VA. This nerve pain, gabapentin, it's not doing anything. The side effects are horrible. But I did end up, before I called the congressman, I didn't know how broken the VA system really was until I called some people, great people. At that time, 2019, Indiana VA and Missouri VA, phenomenal. Veterans, if the VA is still the same, Indiana, and you're in a state nearby that is not doing things and helping you, I suggest you move to Indiana then. I don't know what other states have a phenomenal VA system. I'm only aware of that one in my experience so far. And that was that time period. It could have changed. But I did call. What up, Voodoo? Dude, I've been reaching out to other vets here. Here, locally, trying to get things. I'm not getting any traction with things. That's what I'm. That's why I'm here ranting and waiting on the congressman. Now, it's to this point, sadly. I never had intent of my life of popping up on a live stream one day to complain about someone that's responsible for my health, unfortunately. And I'm stuck with it. That's what sucks about those systems that are free for you. There's a catch. Because they make it difficult to do simple things. But the guys in Indiana, I made a call over there. I couldn't get a hold of the patient advocate over there that I used to talk to, and he was just a friendly conversation. It wasn't nothing about problems. We just kind of became friends, and I would come to him every now and for just information on VA stuff, how to navigate it, and he helped me greatly. But a doctor that I saw there too, I ended up getting a hold of him because I couldn't get a hold of the advocate. and we talked for a while. Really cool guy. I miss that guy. He remembered me too. And he remembered everything that was going on, why I was in his office in the first place, and why we had a chat every now and then, talk about things. Really cool dude. And he says they're still doing good like they were when I was back there, so I can take his word for it. I hope so. I really hope so. There's a lot of veterans getting the shaft bad. A lot of veterans don't even get a chance to even get medical care. The shaft is given before then. So I'm just aggravated. I'm not living anymore, and I want to live. I want life. I want 10% of normal. I'd take that if I can't get more than that. So yeah, because I miss FPV, flying, getting out and riding. I rode the scooter and everything. It hurts right now. I regret it. But it was fun while. It was sit down. That's why I was hurting so much instead of standing and just actually enjoying the scooter, the e-scooter. I just used the seat. I just eased over. I almost died twice coming back within 5 minutes. Cruising back streets, neighborhoods, to stay away from the traffic. I don't want to be in a mess. And it's Friday, rush hour. Okay, y'all keep that. So I'm just in this neighborhood cruising. The scooter don't do crazy, and I was going uphill. And just going along, this dude just pulls out, ignores the stop sign, doesn't even see me. I mean, luckily I saw him. I saw it happening with plenty of time. But I was thinking, if I'd been a motorcycle, or sometimes these bicyclists, man, they scoot around fast. Man, they would have been toast. So that almost happened. And then he made a right turn with no indication and didn't see me in the bike lane next to him. And I had to suddenly stop so he can make his right turn. There was that. So I guess 3 times. And then waiting at the crosswalk at the stoplights. Get my crosswalk signal. Scoot on across, just easing across, making sure, looking, nobody's heading up, and how they just come to the stop and pass the line and be all in the crosswalk. Or in the right lane, a lot of them, they don't even stop, just go. Well, so I'm going, but there was kind of a taller truck in not the middle lane, not the right lane. And so I couldn't clearly see far because traffic's packed. But I figured somebody would come up, I was expecting it. Oh, sure enough, somebody was coming up with a mission, not to stop. A Tesla SUV. Man, Elon Musk almost killed me today. Nah, but someone driving one of his cars. That one was close. I had the back wheel of the scooter up in the air, and just kind of the car's here, the hood windshield and all that stuff is kind of here. And the brakes are taut on the scooter. It wasn't an issue with me or the machine I was riding. So yeah. Anyway, I was ranting about this VA and the inadequacies of it here, and just the misery that I'm going through. I don't want to talk about it all the time, and everything, and that's why I've been out. Y'all ain't seen me that much. You don't see me much in the chats, and when I do get into a chat and force through the pain, because at night it's twice as bad as daytime for some reason. I know why. I know the mechanisms of why, but I'll struggle to hang out and chat because the pain is so great, and I'm not able to be there. To be, when you're in a group, in a room with your friends, your family. What I'm going through, I'm unable to be there in those moments. It's that bad now. It's not exaggeration. It's a person, a veteran, disabled, permanent and disabled. I don't have a choice. I just need a little bit of pain relief. Not throwing random stuff around. I'm sitting there telling you, I'm in so much pain, paralyzing pain, that I can't move. When I try to move, it hurts more. And it's not muscle. And they want to suggest I do some exercising and physical therapy and try to get my muscles worked up. I had muscles before this. I wasn't the same weight as I was in high school. Not too long ago. This is not because I'm not doing or want not. It's not because I'm not wanting to do anything. I'm literally getting forced to not be able to do things. And I can't get these people to understand this. The doctors, they won't listen. The advocates, the patient advocates, they won't even listen. They give you a little form. You can get a sentence or two on there. Talk about your issue. But this has been a lot ongoing since I've moved here. The second doctor should have been the third doctor, but they basically didn't force, but they heavily suggested that I stay with this doctor. So technically I would have been through 3 doctors who didn't care, who didn't want to hear anything you had to say. Get you worked up emotionally because you're frustrated, because you're looking for help. And the people that are supposed to be providing that help, they're not even there. So, I don't know. I'm not good at having long conversations, especially with an empty chat. So, the story is so long with this, man. It's been since I moved here. Technically 3, but I used the same doctor twice under their suggestion of not getting care, proper care, or even listening to any concerns you're having or issues you're having, you know. And the sad thing is, when I moved from Indiana to New Mexico, I actually did not sign up with the New Mexico VA here. I stayed as a traveling veteran because I did not want their care. Because I tried many times. Man, Tennessee's like that? That's lame. Freaking Tennessee. Dude, back to whenever I called Indiana and talked to my doctor friend. We were friends in ways. We had a pretty good bond. And he was actually excited to hear me and hear from me again. You know, before I even got to talk to him what's going on and why I called him. So, but the VAs, state to state, are not connected in any way. Any notes he puts in his system does not influence or even make it to the New Mexico VA. Asking an advocate in Indiana for help with the VA here, they cannot. They're totally separated. It's not one VA. Each VA has their own way of doing things. And if you're in a state that's not helping you or avoiding to give you care or even allow you the chance to see if you need care, those states are doing it on purpose. They do not care, and that's a shame. That's why I don't have a lot of... I have hope in all things, all the time. But it's very little hope with calling this congressman of New Mexico, because they know what's happening here and they're letting it. So I don't feel good about that. And if somebody puts a wellness check on me because I'm complaining about the VA and the congressman and all those things and the other things I've been complaining about and will start now, because I'm fighting for my life now. I want to live. And so if a wellness check happens and I'm removed from the planet, I didn't do it. I want life. Anyway, there's my how many hours? Almost an hour rant on the VA. I could just spin out on some music for a little while and shut my mouth and get these emotions pushed away, because I don't want them. I don't want to feel this way. VA of New Mexico, Congressman of New Mexico, Governor, everything. The people that are running this state. I done lost my thought. Oh, I don't want to feel this way. I used to feel good, happy, hopeful. And I did my best, or at least to the ones that would let me, that same feeling, love, hope. If they weren't happy, I was trying to make them happy, feel happy and comfortable the same way I was feeling. So VA of Rio Rancho, you guys can shove your assumptions and your lies and the gaslighting and the stuff you have in the notes on my records right now. These lies are going to be removed. Because it's not fair that you guys create this situation where a veteran who, of course, is on edge of emotions because of their suffering and misery. And then you guys create a situation where they're basically on their hands and knees begging you for help, and you're slapping them and kicking them and throwing dirt in their face, basically, metaphorically. We had the right to feel this way and let someone know we're feeling this way now, because we do not want to feel miserable. Who does? So yeah, I don't know. I guess we just make some music, get this emotional state to a better flow, at least until the pain starts drawing me out, and then I'm gonna have to give it up. So but yeah, I want a little bit of living, you know. I don't think I was asking for much. I'm dealing with almost 2 years of looking for help, and the process is always the very first step every time I come to them. And then they do stuff that sets me back, where I gotta fight to get that first step again. It's just ridiculous, man. Because what happens when you get a new doctor? You wait in line months before they had time to see you, because they're so booked. So not getting care with the recent doctor, and her notes, the lies she has in there, are freaking horrible. She wouldn't let me leave that room. She got up and stood in the door when I wanted to leave, when she was calling me a liar about not taking this D3, and she was persistent about it. That was the thing that was bothering me. It wasn't that she just assumed once and you know. No, she just kept on and on about it. So when I got a chance to walk out, I did. But I had to stand there in severe pain, uncomfortable, for quite a few minutes, and quite a bit more of emotional abuse from her. And then trying to beg her to stop, basically. I need help. Let's get past this stupidity, basically. I didn't say those words, but just we gotta get somewhere. Yeah, I know, but you should see the notes in my record right now, in my medical record. It's all bullshit, and I'm sick of it. Ever since I've sought care for this VA in New Mexico, and every interaction where I'm expressing my pain, both physical and emotional, because I'm not getting the help I need, or at least for them to say, we can't. If there's nothing that can be done, okay. But if there's something, instead of ignoring it and get me running around or getting a veteran worked up emotionally and then like wipe your hands when you hang up on them and then nothing happens unless you call back. Aye. And sadly, it took weeks to get this call from this advocate. Or whenever that visit was, a couple weeks, I don't know, a week. Time is weird because I'm suffering all the time. So I lose track of it. Sometimes it's only people's streams that are about to stream a certain day lets me know what day of the week it is because I'm so distracted by this pain. It's that bad. But I'm gonna shut up. I don't want to feel this. I'm gonna smoke. Yes, VA, your notes, your cringy little notes about me smoking marijuana. What the heck, dude? It's for pain. Because I told you, I've been asking you guys for help. This gapping and shit ain't doing anything. I've been seeking help for pain. So I'm doing what I can for pain. These fuckers. What up, Birdie? Yeah, dude. I can't sit up. I can't sit up straight most of the time. I'm either laying back, leaning forward, or on my side. Yeah, it's fucked. and that's on the days. That's the days I'm doing okay in the standard I've been filling for almost a year now, which is no standard for anybody. Dude, I'm trying to get life back. This VA here is so stupid. Nobody fucking cares. The court system, the police, some other issues in my life. I sought help from them. They didn't want to do nothing to help. Making me out like I'm the bad guy or something. Dang. Well, good luck. I hope you can get something done too, man. Not every state. I don't know what it's like where you are, man. I found out. Not every state, the VA is heartless. Indiana, they were phenomenal. My what do they call it? Your veteran rep of the state that you talk to and get things rolling, you know, and they get you all set up. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. He was even amazed at how fast everything happened. It took me homeless, paralyzed, and jobless before it happened. When I was homeless in Kentucky, they didn't want to help me. The VA there. But I got word. I just had to go across the bridge. The river separated two towns, that's two states. Indiana. Stayed there homeless for a couple days. And then Indiana picked up the ball. They punted it. And goals. Goal after goal after goal. They made things move. So every state in the United States, the VA is not corrupt and heartless and soulless. So I hope it's you have a similar way where you are, man. I hope it's divided by states and you have a good state that you can find help. That's what I advise a veteran. I don't know what else to do. Begging these congressmen to do something. These congressmen in those states, they know what's going on and they let it be. So it might take moving to a state that actually gives a shit about their veterans. Well, see, I had a patient advocate in Indiana. Another top-notch dude. He gave me so much information on how to guide the VA and the bullshit, you know? And if Indiana thought they were dealing with bullshit, man, Indiana, you guys don't go to New Mexico. If you get a promotion and they say to go to New Mexico, you guys turn that down. No, don't be unless you come to change it, but I don't know how, because it has to be from the top. Yeah, it's the process. But they don't give you a handbook. So you have to, you not only do you not know the process, you don't know the word to use, the question to ask, or to whom to ask, or at least the correct whom. So you're completely lost in this system of the VA. And you rarely get glimpses of help of what to do. So there are good people in places, but they're in a state where they're horrible and there's only a few good people there and the rest. And I say that not to be totally mean, but the way the guy, the advocate today, came at me on the call, it's Friday. He called me late in the afternoon. He didn't want to be there on the phone dealing with stuff. He wanted to really shuffle me on for another time or to someone else. And he was gaslighting me on stuff and getting me aggravated, and his woodpecker repeating. So I don't know. Let's see, man. Let's see. I mean, do I feel better getting here, pouring my heart out to a public, social place, to my friends, to my family, to strangers? Is this what I wanted to do today, VA? Hell fucking no. Dude, I can't even work. That's how fucked I am. Even on the Gapatin, even on the higher doses. Half hour, I can soldier it. You know? If you want me to climb a mountain right now, I'll soldier that motherfucker. But I'll die in pain after. For a long time. Days. So it's not the wheel. Big green wheel, baby. Yeah. And then, you know, the compensation I am getting, being 100% disabled, it's based on your rank when you were in the army. I was only E4. I ain't making shit, really. If I wanted to live on my own, it'd be hard. Self-licking, huh? Dude, I was going for advancements, and then things happened, and I started getting migraines from hell 24/7, and they gave me the runaround with the army doctors forever. And then I did finally get up to another doctor, my assistants, you know, I didn't know shit back then. I guess I just saw it as a tear, you know. And I eventually reached a doctor, and she was very willing to find out what's happened with me. And she's the one that, you know, did all the scans and did all the work to figure out why I was having all the migraines. Well, not why. They didn't know why then. Or if they did, they didn't say it. And then honorable discharge. About 6 months later, she went on vacation, that doctor, and some random doctor was seeing me. He picked up my chart. He's like, yep, we need to get you out of here. We need to start processing you out of here right now. What the fuck? What are you talking about? I didn't have a choice. Oh, dude, I was at a research and development base. I don't have records I can see. Medical records were very vague, I think. But apparently, there was enough. Or at least at the time. But I was in pain, dude. I was young. I was trying to live. I had a little family going, a wife and a little girl, and so I was quite busy, I guess. So I didn't really pay attention to my medical records. But thankfully, after being paralyzed, homeless, no job, having to move to another state to be homeless for a few days to qualify for them to help me. Thankfully, they did. Man, I'm losing my process. Dude. Yeah, man, they booted me. Yeah, research and development. White Sands Missile Range. Just imagine. Just use your imagination. Dude, they convinced you of that. You were was it pain that made you feel that way? Because if pain made you feel that way, it wasn't your mind. Yeah, dude. I took psychology, thankfully, in college. A couple years. You know, I'm not a pro. But I do understand a lot of things. And understand the ways of people and how they can manipulate the words or manipulate a person to believe, you know, even if it's innocent, you know, in their mind, they want to save you. and they're like, oh, I know what it is. You know, you have this problem, da da da. You know, they're going to diagnose you and give you all this medication because they want to save you. In their hearts, they are. Maybe. But if you truly understand what's going on with yourself and are able to express it to them, there could be more understanding where you're not left feeling like you're crazy. Because, I mean, there are crazy people out there. But if you're sitting here having conversations like this, coherent conversations, that's one of the side effects of this Gapitan shit. I struggle with words, man. I was a spelling bee champion years as a kid. But high school, you know, spelling was shit, dude. It was nothing. Words was easy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just catching up on what you were talking about too, man. I was caught up in my thing and catch up with you. Alright, Birdie. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for hopping in, expressing what's going on with you too, man. I don't know. I might add, I don't know. I don't like feeling this way, you know? So I don't know. This may not be like a routine live stream. But, yeah. Take care, man. I'm gonna put some music then. Alright. Anybody that sat and heard me rant, popped in and heard me rant for a second and popped out because they were scared, don't be scared. It's a veteran in pain begging for help for a long time. Basically since the early 90s. It took until I was paralyzed and homeless before I got help. Before then, it was nothing but runaround. Assumptions, wrong diagnosis, or not even trying to diagnose. And it sucks. A lot of veterans, man. There's people out there, they got it harder than I do. That's fucked up. You guys, they got harder than I do. Fuck, man. I'm sorry. I am. Because I'm not kidding. The misery. So anybody that's feeling worse than I am because of the VA and the lack of care, so man, or any care, fuck, man. My heart is with y'all. Let's play some music. Got me crying as shit.